Yeah, so Okay, that should be something. Although that shouldn't be happening here. You should be able to hear me, but... Okay, yeah, good. Alright, yeah, anyway. Wow, I said a lot of stuff that nobody heard. It's fine, it was a no commentary stream for a bit. So the main features of what I was saying include such insights as the NSA heard it? I don't know, maybe not. I'm not in their jurisdiction right now. like they abide by a jurisdiction. Anyway, let me, let me just quickly summarize. I have a shiny new weapon on Beef, who is now hitting very hard with the shiny new weapon. I have new level 3 and 4 spells on the black and white mages. I decided to give Vivi fast because that will amplify the impressive amount of damage we are doing with the silver sword. I gave the white mage pure because we are getting poisoned so goddamn much. I also gave Vivi Fire 2, which I don't think I did on stream last time. It's been very useful. White Mage has Cure 2 on level 3 as well, which is better than Cure, but still not even that good. I don't think I did much for armor. The armor should be pretty much where we left it. The things that I mostly did were buying weapons and armor, or buying a weapon for the fighter and magic. God! Ugh. Bark, 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 bark. This would have been a really good time to just so happen to still have a Fire 2 spell. I'm just kind of burning through all of my spells right now because I'm planning to go back to the village after this and heal anyway. It's part of the reason I walked back in the first place. Nice. Yeah, my general knowledge of FBI and CIA, and I don't think they necessarily always abide by this, but the understanding is much more clear in that, like, CIA is... FBI is domestic within the borders. CIA is wherever they fucking want to be. But generally, like, outside the borders. Again, not that they necessarily abide by that, but that's the understanding. But at least it's kind of understood that that's what it's supposed to be. The NSA feels like an organization that is built specifically to just be like, hey, we're gonna go wherever the fuck. Did I just... Hold on. Did I... I didn't, right? Okay. I really thought I just spent 1,500 gold to teach my fighter a spell. Okay. If we could just not fight snakes and spiders, that would be really awesome. Thanks! I really have to move Black Mage out of the second position. I do not want him there. So yeah, we bought a good weapon for Fighter. We bought some new good spells. We leveled up a couple times. We're in good shape. The current state of Final Fantasy-ing is frankly something that I would, much prefer to discuss over the jurisdictions of questionably ethical government organizations in my former home country. You know what I was thinking about yesterday? These sprites, and part of this is like, oh yeah, that's Marsh Cave for sure. Oh, I don't remember this being cave music. Wait, maybe I do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's coming back to me. This looks like a job for Harm. Nice. Yeah, part of this is 8-bit theater. But I feel like, just because of the nature of the... Oh my god. Just because of the nature of how people go through these games, everybody knows these character sprites. But very few people know or care about the evolved or like class changed versions, which are arguably significantly more impressive sprites. Come on, just tap them. Oh my god, we're taking like real damage in here. Yeah, more levels. Not mad about that. Oh no. I'm gonna run out of harms in a hurry. Okay, probably didn't need to use that there. I didn't know that Harm was gonna wipe the whole board. I honestly didn't expect it to be that effective because it's only Harm 1. We have access to 2. That's a lot of gold. Cool. I don't think anyone can use that. Hang on. Rather than brute force it, let me look at the guide that I literally have open to tell me this. That's armor. Oh, this is exclusively armor. No, hang on. Where's the... Alright. Alright, there we go. Short sword. Fighter, red mage. Yeah, nobody's using this. It's just a worse version of the silver sword. It will be good for sales. Scorpion seems like poison could happen. God damn it! I hate being right! I'm not gonna cure the poison until the battle's done, because that feels like... That feels Sisyphean. Damn, I thought ice would be good against, you know, cold-blooded creatures. Yeah, if you're gonna at least keep hitting him. Okay. So we'll cure that. HP is in a not terrible place. I'm pretty okay with that. We do need to fix this. Yeah? Do I have this already? Yeah, I do. My first instance of you didn't have to buy that in town, you could have gotten it in the dungeon. Go ahead and cast a spell on the muck. Oh, we didn't need to do that. Okay. Nothing, huh? I vaguely remember fighting gargoyles. Damn. Okay, Punch Girl's starting to do punches. That unarmed damage is finally starting to catch up. It was a slow start, and we knew it would be. It always is with Punch Girl. Sure. I do feel like one of these is a mimic. Yeah, the agility up is leading to us suddenly doing 4 hits per turn. Oh my god! I'm not gonna lie, they mailed it in on the dungeon design here a little bit. Damn it. Please kill it. Alright.
This feels good!
It doesn't! Poison bad.
Good. 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 Yes, good.
Oh, it's good now. Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna do. Get back in the front. Stop falling to the back of the... Stop falling to the back of the party just because you get a little poisoned. Boo! How? Please don't. We've got Scum and we've got Muck separately, and these ones are green, so I feel like they could poison us, and I really don't want that to happen. Oh, these are the ones that have to be magicked. Kill it with, fire, I guess. Can we brute force it so that we don't have to spend another spell? Because I am actually running short on spells. Oh, yeah, crits work. You ever just walk into a cave? Oh, that's great, actually. Yeah, perfect. You ever just walk into a cave and you see a little wooden box, and then you open the box, and then there's like a 3-bedroom Dutch colonial? Apparently, this is a more common occurrence than we were led to believe. God, that hurts! Okay, so my understanding of these things is glass cannons. Damn it, Bat. I should have healed. Nah, save it for the boss. Yeah! Ow! Ow, that sucks! Help her! This one might be the bad one. Fuck it. Oh, wow, these are mind flayers. Wow, 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 these are mind flayers. Holy shit. Woo! Holy shit! Well, we did manage to get out of the fight. Now we just have to survive and shit. No. Cool, that's not terribly helpful at this time. I don't want to. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I did come prepared for this. Boo! Oh, come on! Alright, you know what? This one we can probably... This is probably a terrible idea, actually. Oh, it wasn't. No. Are they all like this? They're all like this. You absolute garbage. Eventually, one of these is gonna catch us. It might be this one. No, we're still running. Please no poison, please no poison, please no— God damn it! Oh, well. In a way, at least I don't have to worry about the poison. There's no way we survive this. There ain't no way. That's it. We had a good run. No, not the girl party! Damn it! Shit. The girl party perished, so I assume this must be like a Friday the 13th movie. Man, fuck these spiders, man! I hate them so much! That is a positive way to look at it. We did obtain knowledge. Fuck this. Honestly, this is fine. I'm curious about this. We get to use it! I'm getting into a couple more fights because I plan to go back and rest again. Were there any items in that dungeon that I actually got and was like, ooh, I want to keep that? There were a bunch of, I guess we got a copper, like one of the copper circlets, which was nice. Or bracelets, or rings, or whatever they are. But I literally could just buy one of those. Damn, Rosa. Yeah, that works. I got a little bit of money to spend. I'm kind of wondering what to spend it on. I think the copper rings might actually be... Let me look at the armor list. Copper bracelet. Absorbs 4. Yeah, that's better in every way than the cloth. It's probably very worth our time to buy one of those for everybody. Because we were getting hit real hard in that cave. Yeah, we're not going to get any money off of it, but it's more about clearing the inventory than anything. Alright, let's make another attempt at it. I was looking over the spell list, and to be honest, there's just not a whole lot of spells that strike me as being... The spells that I have are effective. So it's not that I need, like, more spells or different spells. What would help is more spell slots, but I don't have that. I really gotta give Vivi out of that second spot. I was kind of ignoring it before because we weren't in any real danger, but now we are... We're legitimately trying to stay alive this time. Two ogres is not the worst thing I could see here. Good. Fine. If I remember the dialogue that we got from an earlier area, I think that helping out the, I could use harm, but I'm gonna save it. I think that helping out the elves here is... is gonna get us the Mystic Key. And assuming that that's the order that things move in, we're gonna get the key, then we're gonna have to go back into the Marsh Cave to open up all those doors at the bottom, where I see we'll get some really good shit. Yeah, that's good. just top up a bit. So, why is that important? That is important. I'm about to get so mad. There has never been a more appropriate time to kill everything with fire. Even though there is some stuff in this dungeon that I do want. I can safely skip it and just beeline for the crown. Because I'm pretty sure we have to come back here anyway. You kill that. And... lightning? Not really. Because I know that the boss of this area is like magic-resistant mind flayers, I can much more freely use my magic spells on the random enemies in here. Okay, yeah, fire. We kill it with fire. Okay, now I think we have to use harm. Or not! Sure, why would I want to turn? If you think about it, having turns is really just for the weak. I guess I'll just set this down and let things happen for a while. Any chance you could fire off an emergency fire spell? You can? Yo, that... okay. We got fucking bailed out. Now, a part of me is like, do we push? Or did that hurt bad enough? I think we should head back out. We're not even halfway down. Man, fuck you guys. I can't believe I guessed right. Oh my god! With fire and extreme prejudice. Yeah, it hurts because, like, the walk back to town is, like, slow and you're hitting a bunch more random battles. Like, it feels like you're wasting time, but, you know, we got caught just wrong by an encounter that under better circumstances we could have handled. And having to regroup from that and be like, oh shit, we burned through like a lot of our supplies and we're all bleeding. You know what? This ain't the one. Part of that, I think, is like, most dungeons in modern RPGs, and not even particularly modern, even like one generation past this, will give you a bunch of sort of refresh or reset points or recovery points within the dungeon. It's like, I just gotta keep pushing forward to like wherever the next save point is gonna be, or the next recovery spring, or the next boss fountain. So you kind of have that innate feeling of like, okay, that sucked, but there will be something that comes up that where I can like recover from whatever just happened to me. And there's never a thought of like, I have to get out of here after beating the boss. Usually it's like, I just have to throw everything at this and go for broke. And as long as I can exhaust all of my resources to get to the end, we'll be alright. And this has neither. I guess this is why, like, cabins and houses are, like, thousands and thousands of gold. Because being able to recover without heading all the way back to a town is incredibly valuable and rare. Alright, so I can afford another... I can afford more magic. I could grab Harm too. It does come up quite a bit here specifically. I don't know how much it's gonna matter to have different, different, like, elements available. I would care a lot more about that. I would care a lot more about it if, buying another spell gave me another spell slot. But it very much doesn't. Supposedly, Hold is a surprisingly effective, like paralysis style spell. That works in places you wouldn't necessarily expect. But I feel like that's a roll of the dice that I'm not comfortable with. Anyway, I was starting to say earlier, I know a lot of this is like 8-Bit Theater's doing, but I do feel like it's kind of telling how far people like actually got through this game. Because these sprites are timeless. But the, like, ostensibly better class change sprites, which I recall as being, like, really, really impressive looking for the era, I can't even, like, necessarily recall in my mind what they look like. Please, please no. Not this again. I'm not even in the goddamn dungeon yet. Someone just kill it. Just someone kill it. You know, if we're talking about enemy sprites, I actually think that the ogre sprite has... I think the ogre sprite has actually aged quite well. It's very clean looking. There's, like, nothing that special about it, but they did a good job of having sprites with, like, different sizes to them. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. This is quite a bit less clean. just fishing for crits at this point. Let's go! We had no business clearing that in one turn. Oh no. Oh, this immediately sucks. Fuck it. Yeah. Oh. Oh. That's a miss. That's also a miss. Just keep hitting him at the front. We'll be alright if you just don't poison anyone else. Come on. Okay. That could have been way worse. Oh, no. No, no. No, stop that. Listen, you look really good at the head of the party, don't get me wrong. The overworld sprite is like 10 on 10. But get the fuck out of the front of the party, though. Actually. That worked out well enough. That's workable. That's also workable. Okay. These are nice, clean fights. Nothing too crazy so far. Is it this one or is it further down? Well, as long as we're here. Those are definitely the most valuable items that we find in here. That's the one. I'll throw one on Punch Girl, but we're pretty well topped up. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? All right. Please kill them with fire at your earliest convenience. That one was a particularly harsh last-minute fuck you. Okay. The number in the fight can vary? Yo, what? Yeah, stab him. Hell yeah! Status effect spells on bosses in the 80s. Why fucking bother? The damage is big and strong, but we're gonna be all right. We can heal out of this too. So knowing that we're gonna have to come back later with the key, we're just gonna run the hell out of here. I forgot these things hit really hard. Okay, before we go any further, we got a couple of Cure 2s. We can't take him with us. Oh, Vivi barely got touched. Yeah, this is alright. Sure. Please don't. Please don't. Good. Okay, we're fine. I'll sell that. You know what the funny thing is? I haven't seen very many of these enemies, so I actually don't know which ones are the higher level ones that I should be more concerned about. Just let her do harm. Do harm! Hell yeah! Okay, that thing that just happened last time, do that exactly the same way again. Bail us out! It's you or it's nobody! That's 3! No! Bonk him! Yeah! White Mage running up the DPS! Okay, we're out, but we're not safe. Okay, I'm not super scared of this. These are literally like starting area enemies. This might be a little bit of hubris, but I think we probably can get away with running this up to the castle before we head back to town. The thing that scares me a little bit is, poison. But there's nothing on this overworld that I can't handle at least once or twice. And if it comes down to it, we have a house as backup and we have running away as backup. Give me your fucking key. Oh no. I didn't anticipate this, and I should have. Alright. Alright. We can work this. Of course. I had to try. Okay, that was actually totally fine. Though he was casting death spells that scared me a little bit. It could have been very bad because he cast it on the one person that I really couldn't afford to be death spelled. That worked out. See, like, those guys look like proper big, beefy giants. They are, like, every bit as physically imposing as they're supposed to look. And there's no doubt as to what's going on with the character sprite. Hey! We made it back. Where are we at for money? Pretty good, actually. So I could just go up to the castle, but now I'm scared that I'm gonna get jump scared with another boss fight, so... What is with these fucking off-center, This isn't where I need to be. The off-center throne rooms in these castles. Okay, I think that's Matoya over there. So we are not close to that at all. Chew your food, idiot. So I walked 2 steps out of town and we're already poisoned. I would be upset if I wasn't so deeply unsurprised. My mistake, I overstated. We walked 1 step out of town and got poisoned. To the boat! This should kill everything. Yeah. Yeah, good. That's not enough for the trouble. Well, welcome back to Corneria, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, this'll work. Oh, yeah. Good old level 1 imps. Remember a few hours ago when we were just punching these guys? Now only one of us is punching, but the punches are much better. Everyone take a deep breath. There are no threats here. Sup, girl? There's nothing here. Huh. It's definitely supposed to be big and epic, but when you really get down to it, this is just a chain quest. It's go to the cave. Go to the cave to get the crown. Take the crown to Astos to get the crystal. Take the crystal to Matoya to get the herb. Take the herb to the prince to get, I assume, the key, the mystic key. Is what I've been led to believe from earlier dialogue. Take the key to all the locked doors to get probably something related later that will help. I don't know. There's a lot of places with locked mystic key doors. This is quite the assortment. I love it when it works out like that. I should have just used Fire 2 or something. I'm right next to a village. Well, whatever. I assume this is coming with, like, background stats going up, but I have noticed that we are missing a lot less. Commentator's Curse, of course. Oh! Oh, it's this place. What the fuck is the name of this town? You know, as much as it, like, takes away from immersion. Yeah, we got that. I could really use a town greeter that's like, welcome to this town. The name of this town is this. It's gonna come up again. Alright, cool. That didn't help me at all. Well, I guess I did get to rest there, so that did help. I believe it was Ellipsis earlier that mentioned a peninsula. Which this is not. Well, technically it is, but it's not the one I was looking for. Like, geographically, it is a peninsula, but it's not the peninsula I was looking for. About this. I picked up a whole bunch of stuff from the, well, not a whole bunch of stuff, but I picked up a few things from the dungeon that I don't really have any intention of keeping. Hmm. Okay, I think I see where it is. Yeah, it's fine. Just burn him. So did you get a short sword? I feel like you did. You did. So yeah, I'll take 275 for that. I don't think anyone else has anything to sell. Yeah, you're using that. Okay, good. Okay. It's more just about managing the inventory space than anything. Hit the end just on principle. It's cheap, and I badly want to make sure the game is saved. Bro, move! Iguana. I feel like there are some future Final Fantasy games. Oh my god. Hey, is it my turn? There are some future Final Fantasy games that do not, in fact, handle NPC wandering as well as this one does. Not to say that it's perfect, but if you press into them, they do at least speed up their movement. So you are telling me that in Japanese that creature is called Lizard. And then when they localized it, they were like, we need to translate that to something that makes more sense to English speakers. So they changed it from lizard to iguana. Alright, I don't know. It's like, I'm never sure when some of these, like, localization decisions are made out of, like, desperation and a lack of context, and which of them are made out of, like, creative license. In this era, I don't imagine there was very much creative license. Well, in this era, I feel like there would be more. Goblin changed to imp. Guard Goblin. It could be. Even though they're, like, ostensibly purple, in my mind, the GR always stood for gray. Like Gray Imp. But I do feel like parts of their palette are gray. Oh, greater makes sense. I could get behind that. I'm trying to think if that naming convention comes up on any other enemy type. Specifically one that has, like, absolutely no gray notes in their sprite whatsoever, which would disprove the idea of it being gray. I was gonna look for that peninsula where really difficult enemies are, but now I think I don't care. If that one is also like purple and gray, then it doesn't help us at all. Look, he is waking. His sprite still looks asleep. He's the Light Warriors. Is this for real? As the legend says, I give you the Mystic Key. I feel fine now, thanks. Alright, we got some places to go with the Mystic Key now. One of which might be that room up there. God damn it. Bro. Bro! Don't do it. Okay, that was actually my bad. Hey, alright. That's pretty solid. Wait, hold on, what is that? I actually don't know what that last one was. Not a copper bracelet, it's a copper gauntlet. Oh, the fighter can wear that. Great! Not that he needed any more beef. Geomonsters do stand for gray, except for the ogre, which stands for green. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna assume. Hell yeah. Where does that put us? The wooden staff, 6 damage, 0 hit percent. I'm assuming that's critical hit percent. Or maybe it's just like accuracy increase. Silver hammer. 12 damage, 5 hit percent. So that's doing theoretically twice as much damage, although I don't know that it's necessarily like... It says 6 to 12, but you don't necessarily know that it's like proportionate with the way the calculations happen behind the screens. Still, it's better. I'm gonna buy some more spells because I have money, but I'm not... A part of me really wants to just hold on to the money for like the next... Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with the spells that I have right now. I can always come back and buy them later. I do want to stay at the end just to lock this in. Bro! It's funny, because I've been that guy before. You know, you're just trying to, like, you know, someone's coming through and you just kind of, like, walk over to the side to try to get out of their way. And then it turns out you walked directly into their way. Alright, neat. So the silver hammer is going to be cool because she's just never going to hit anything with it. Yeah, you step into the front of the door and you just stand there for a bit. And then they, like, turn to go into the door. And you just kind of stare at each other for a second. And then you smile awkwardly. But then there's not really enough room to, like, move past them. Sometimes I have done that and it's been so awkward that I actually just end up stepping into the room with them. I was like, oh, sick. I wasn't gonna go in this store, but I guess I'm here now. This fight is bullshit. Fuck this, I'm going back to town. Fuck all of you guys. I'm low-key kind of hoping I can get another level up. Or poison. Poison's also fine. We managed to avoid poison. We got the level up. We got the other 3, so I knew she was close. This is arguably going to be a scarier and more dangerous exploration of Marsh Cave than the actual dive to get the crown, because we have to actually find things in it this time. How are, like, starting area enemies getting critical hits on me all of a sudden? Stop this. I'm trying to make, like, mental notes of all of the, like, major themes in this. Like, the overworld theme, the cave theme, the battle theme. because I'm thinking about Stranger of Paradise, and I'm low-key kind of expecting all of them to come back in some form. If not as, like, full rearrangements, at least, like, in quote form. And I want to be, like, really aware of them when I hear them. This sucks so much. You know what? Just solve the problem, please. God! Alright. Annoying, not as damaging as it could have been. What is with this? What is with them just, like, throwing random trash mobs at me all of a sudden? Oh my god, the werewolf does poison? Christ! It's not like it doesn't make sense, and he's even green colored. Like, it's pretty well implied, but... Alright, first things first, what even happens when you go any of the other directions? Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Alright, we take those. What even is over here? What is this place even? Sure. Of course you would do that. I don't think the other things are undead. Yeah, that's fine. Nice. Less nice. At least the things that do stun generally aren't super, super damaging. Generally. Hey, Puck. Generally speaking, between streams, we picked up about 2 levels and enough money for, like... God, that's gonna suck. Enough money for a shiny new weapon for the fighter, and, a couple of level 3 spells for both mages, and a level 4 spell for each mage. I was at it for a little bit, and you know what? I'm glad I did, because we're still struggling. I mean, we're making progress, but, like, I died trying to get out of this dungeon. So it's not like it's not like, you know, it's not like it became free. Already got one of those, so I don't care. I'll take cash. I'd really like to stop seeing these in particular. Why are we not faster than zombies? This is what I want to know. I genuinely feel like zombies are known for being slow. Why do we never get initiative over them? Did I even... Yeah, it was money. Is that all that's here? Oh, that's one down at least. Yeah, get him. That's fine, he already took his turn. Good. Excellent. Are you kidding me? Alright. Took an extra turn, but no extra resources. That's what's important. Is one of these gonna be a mimic? What the hell? No. Apparently I just couldn't walk over to that side. I feel like the hammer should do extra damage against the gargoyle. That's just me. Ow! Speaking of extra damage... The hell, man? Stop! Could you hit the heavily armored guy in front, please? I know there's no merit to that tactically, but it would help me out a whole lot. Definitely took that one already. Starting to wonder if this is actually all that's here. Please don't poison. Please don't poison. Please don't poison. Didn't poison, didn't even hit. I'll take that. Yeah. God damn it. You know, I don't think anyone would have complained even if they went with Skell. That could totally have worked. All right, everyone just punch it to death. No, wait, hang on. If scums are slimes, then what are mucks? If scums are slimes, then mucks must be mimes. Yeah, so I guess that's just a room full of minor treasures. Sure, why not? Good. There's the crit I was fishing for. Once again, you don't get to just be in the front row just because the guy in the front row came down with a mild cough. They are absolutely determined to give me the actual most annoying combinations of enemies every time. At least these ones didn't really get a turn. Except this one totally will. Or already did? Oh, maybe I got strike first. Yeah. Yeah, ghouls are scary, but did you ever just hit one with a big-ass hammer? Bat, fucking move. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. You know what? Solve the problem. I don't have any more poison cure. Ooh, that was close. So we're just gonna burn the spell to get them out of here. I do think I have some pure, yeah, I bought some extra pure items in case I ran out of spell. That's literally a dead end. Oh, wow, actually. They use almost this identical sprite in 6. I don't know why I didn't decide to use Harm here. Also, like Final Fantasy VI, the darkness status effect appears to do absolutely fuck all. Alright, so. We've expended a good bit of our resources just exploring that part of the area that we hadn't seen before. So I am gonna run back to town. And refresh before we, actually go start unlocking the key doors again. Nice. Having Rosa doing actual, like, reasonably significant damage once in a while is quite pleasant. It's not something that I would ever, like, depend on, but it is, it's nice when it happens. Ow. It's kind of what I was trying to avoid. Since I'm walking back to town anyway, I'm gonna just deal with the screaming. You're still going in the front row. I do not care. Yeah. Go down the list and hit everyone for 1 or 0 damage. Or 7. Give me my, like, 25 XP or whatever this is worth. Thank you. He's barely at half health. I'm not even giving you the heal. Of course, the trouble is now we do actually have to cure it because healing won't. Girl Party's doing a lot better than it was. significantly less perished than before. I'm kind of amused in retrospect. I am now no longer amused. In retrospect, I'm kind of amused how the whole, the quest to get the Mystic Key is ultimately just, like, a chain fetch quest. Because the whole implication is that, like, all these things that you're doing are supposed to be these big, sweeping epics. Because that's kind of you know, that is the fantasy, if you will. Be it the last one or otherwise. Yeah, but this was very, like, the line of it all was like, hey, we need herb. It's like, alright, well, the guy up there wants the crown. So you gotta go to Marsh Cave to get his crown. And then you fight him, and then he has the crystal for Matoya. And then Matoya gives you the herb. And then you give the herb to the prince, and then the prince gives you the key, and then you take the key, and then you can go to all of the rooms and grab all of the stuff out of all the rooms that are locked by the key. It's a very direct and uncomplicated line of, like, crown to crystal to key, or crown to crystal to herb to key to unlocking key doors. I was just very tickled by, like, yeah. Like, every RPG and arguably video game is like a series of connected events to one another. But this was like a very straightforward, like, take item to person to get item for different person to get item for different person to get item for different person. And I was honestly just very amused by how direct it was. I know I've said this before, but I really like that Rosa's doing, like, a small degree of real damage now with that hammer. Like, she's regularly doing damage in, like, the 20s and 30s instead of, like, 2. Harm, please. One, 2, 3. Shit! That's impossible! There ain't no way I just happened to guess those two. Oh, this is gonna suck. I wonder if I can burn it before it hits me. These do like 50 damage if they hit me. Well, if they hit anyone who's not covered head to toe in armor. Shit! Oh no. Yeah, just... Vivi, make these go away. I need them to go away before we get poisoned. Please make them go away. It's nice that he has a couple of just absolute, like, nuke spells. Well, not literally. I think that's actually a real spell that you learn later, called nuke. And that's not technically what I'm talking about. Could we stop letting the poison enemies go first, please? Let's go, crit! Flare, okay. No, that makes sense. I mean, it was gonna be that or Ultima. Hello? Well, the only one that I know for sure that it shows up in is 6. Okay. But I'm... Two, like, proper 2? Interesting. I was gonna say that I thought that it appeared in 4. But honestly, 2 and 3 I know very little about. I've played both of them, but neither to completion. Alright. Cool, cool. Glad I came over here. Speaking of anecdotes about Final Fantasy development, I mentioned this earlier. I know that the popularized anecdote about the name Final Fantasy is that, like, Square wasn't doing well as a company. Like, Squaresoft wasn't doing well as a company. And basically, like, threw themselves into this one last project. So this was supposed to be their big, like, last-ditch effort to have a hit. So it was literally their final fantasy as a company. But I have also heard that that's not necessarily the case. And that may have been couldn't get the trademark to Fighting Fantasy. Who the fuck was blocking that? Who? God damn it! Holy shit, I hate poison enemies in this game. Somewhere in the background, Hidetaka Miyazaki is watching this fight like this. Cure the shit. Interesting. That makes a lot of sense, but I wouldn't have guessed it. Oh, by the way, random, but how's the game looking? Because I went in and changed a shit ton of settings in the RetroTink yesterday to get it to fit the screen better and also just look a little more authentic to its original form. But I am, it's honestly my first time actually trying to go into RetroTink settings and be like, hey, let me, like, mess with some of these and try to, like, adjust the visual fidelity here. Yeah, we're checking all of these again because I don't remember where things were. Yeah, I did go in and try to fix that specifically. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was doing 1080 fill, and I switched it to overscan and then cropped it a bit. There were a lot of things about it last time that I wasn't really, like... First of all, it didn't even really fit this frame very well. So I wanted to fix that. And then once I was in there, I just started looking up settings for, like, specifically for NES games on RetroTink. So we added some scan lines back in. Softened some of the edges. Put the overscan in. Couple of things like that. It got to a point where like I was pretty happy with the way it looked. But I also recognize that I'm a bad judge of this. So I figured I'd get some second opinions. Ouch! Yeah, I think I got these ones already. Excellent. So that... Nope, not you. Yes, we are capturing a real NES. It's over there with a whole bunch of extra composite cable sitting on top of it. And there's my dog. Theo, what's up? Theo? Hey. How you doing, bud? Hi there. You having a good day? You got a good stretch? Okay. Did I equip that, or did I only imagine it? Now, I did play half the stream yesterday, not realizing that the audio was only coming out through the right channel. So that was fairly dumb, but we fixed that soon enough. Just don't hit anyone vulnerable, please. Thanks! That should do. Good. That's fine. Totally fine. We can work with that. Damn, I thought that was gonna be something. Got that already, so that's fine. No, 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 no! Damn it! Kill it with fire. Holy shit! Okay, poison is not the most dangerous thing here. They also just do straight damage. This thing needs to be dead. Oh my god! We brought some of these for just such an occasion. That's a good cure too. Okay, that's good. Get out of the front row! What are we doing? I do have strong memories of playing with the RF adapter. Were you a Channel 3 kid or a Channel 4 kid? I'm so fucking old. Yeah, Channel 3 is objectively the correct answer. Is this also going to kill me? Let me heal up. Christ. I don't like the look of this at all. Yep, here we go! Ugh. Ow. Will this actually even work? No. 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 What? Why do we even try with these spells? Fine. If slow won't work, then use fast. This makes sense in my brain somehow. Just kill it. Just kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Not like that. Yeah! 5 hits and a crit. Fast did work. Now what's even in here? I guess that's fine. Are we gonna talk about how those things even got there? I got 2,000 gold for beating the boss, and then I opened the chest and it was 1,000 gold. So that's a lot of gold, which I'm not mad about, but really, that's it? Oh no. Oh no. You need it more than anyone. Oh my god! Ouch! Oh no. Oh no, there's delicious food here. It's mine, give it to me. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh my god! That is too many of the HPs going down. That's that. That's gonna hurt. Silver dagger? Like, as in for you? No, that actually rules, though. What doesn't rule is... Can I use this here? I shouldn't think so. Fuck. If I can get back to the surface alive, I can use the house. God damn it! It's gonna make a negligible amount of difference, but I'd like to keep Vivi alive for longer because Vivi actually has some spells. Alright, I still have a pure. I don't have any more healing of any kind. Unless we can get back to the surface. Oh, fuck all the way off. One step into the room? Alright. If we're going down swinging. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Not the beef party. Alright, what was in there that we actually wanted? I did want the silver knife, that's true. The correct answer, of course, is none of the above. What we actually want out of that cave is completion. That's what actually really matters to us here. Also, like, once we do finally survive this, we're gonna be pretty flush with cash when we emerge. Also, I think I used fire against the wizards at one point and it did almost no damage, so I just assumed they would be resistant to all magic, but the lightning actually did solid damage. It wasn't enough to one-shot any of them, but it was consistently doing in like the 50 to 70 range for a lot of them, so I might actually use that more often. Just go away. Oh! That one actually also. I mean, we have to. We have to, or we are coming out of here so poisoned. I'm shocked we're not already. This game, I think, to its credit, is so incredibly hostile to the idea of maybe I will need this later. Because every time you want to hoard something and hold on to something and say, maybe I'll need this later, the game kind of slaps you in the face and is like, bitch, you need it now! And honestly, sometimes I need for a game to hit me over the head and insist that I use my shit. I truly need that reminder. Are you for real? Alright, someone bonk him. Alright, so this time, I think what we're gonna do is go straight to the bottom and start there. Okay. Really pretty unhappy with the rate at which I'm getting, like, surprise attacked. I mean, there's nothing really to be done about it, I don't think. So it kind of just is what it is, but I wish that it was what it is, less of what it is. Yeah, that's what I said. I haven't specifically seen the spiders do poison yet. I know the arachnid does. I would assume the spiders also do, but I haven't seen it. So I'm gonna prioritize getting the other ones out first. You gotta hit the spider 4 times to make sure it's dead. Alright, let's try... Okay, after this... Yeah, it really is just one step into the room. Alright, there's 4 of you. I could have healed before this, but I think we're alright. Good. Jesus, fuck! Yeah, cool. Glad we got the armor up after he took an 89-point critical hit. After which point, they will just not hit him at all. The buffs are such a good idea in theory. Ooh, no, that's nice, though. Damn, that was worth coming back for. Bracelet, silver bracelet. Silver bracelet! Oh my god! Copper bracelet has absorb of 4. Silver bracelet has absorb of 15. That's easily the best thing in here. I mean, putting aside the, like, actual critical, like, progress items. Are you fucking with me? On the way in and out? Oh, we absolutely have to leave. We are double dipping this dungeon for sure. That's if we even make it out of this one. You gotta be kidding me. Holy shit, dude. Dad is cruel and unusual. Give him both. He needs them. I'm gonna check all the leftmost, I'm gonna check all the leftmost doors. Cool. Solid 10 damage. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna burn the candle at both ends trying to get out of here. I'll throw one of those down. Anything? Honestly, not important at this point. I'm gonna go back to town and sell it, now that we have a silver one. Burn everything in this room. Nice. That's my last multi-target spell, and I don't care. Actually, I think I can get Ice 2 at tier 4. I might go for that. Yeah, of course I would have grabbed that one. I have the money for it, and I am routinely hitting points like this where, like, I desperately need another multi-target spell. And I'm not using fast that much because I don't need high single target damage that often. It's good in boss fights, but boss fights are not the majority of where I need to be using those spells. Yeah, we'll see if that matters. Get him lit. Not bad, not bad. Oh my god. know if I've used that much Poison Cure yet. Like, White Mage might still have some Pure left. Or even all of them. Hopefully I don't need to find out. But game is not here to be your friend. I was right though, I do totally have all three. Not much of the actual HP recovery left, but... Jesus Christ. Oh, you're just free money at this point. Get back up here. Uh-huh. Guys, I don't like going last every turn. I knew there's probably a decent chance that we've, like, over-leveled, or not over-leveled. Well, maybe. I don't feel over-leveled, that's for damn sure. I feel very appropriately leveled. But I do find it odd that I've been, like, diving in and out of that marsh cave and fighting some pretty tough enemies in there. We've not seen a level up in a while. It feels like I'm due for one. Give me cash. All right, yeah, one more. Why not? All right. First things first. We're sitting on 18,000 gold. I could spare 4 for an attack spell. We have so solved that problem in so many different ways. Yeah, give me this. Now, also, was there something else that I wanted? As long as we're here, right? Yeah, we'd probably better. The anti-element spells have not really been important to this point because no one's casting spells. They're just hitting me in the face really fucking hard. But I have to believe that they will eventually be really important. No, you're using all that. I could buy you an iron sheet. I'm not going to. You're basically taking 1 damage to everything you see anyway. Okay, we'll sell the copper because we have the silver and we don't need the copper. And I feel like there's... Yeah, you don't need the cloth because you have the copper on. And then we have a couple of extra weapons to sell as well. Just for inventory cleanup. So you don't need another large knife. And you really don't need a wooden staff anymore. Alright, I'm about to be done for the night. Or the afternoon, as it were. There's the smell of very yummy food wafting out from the other room, and I would like to have some of that. But there is one thing I want to do before we're done, and that is to run back to Carnaria and see what the hell is in the treasury room. Because that was also locked with, that was also locked with Treasury Key. Or Mystic Key. Oh yeah, I forgot we did that. What was the queen's name here? Like Jane or something like that? Like so little plot relevance, it's shocking they even gave her a name at all. I'm thinking that's the treasury on the left, and I did a loop around for no good reason. Oh no, this is the Queen's Chambers. How do we get in there? Ah, here we go. Use that key. Hell yeah. Silver Knife, I don't have to go back to the Marsh Cave. That... Let me look. I don't think that's as good as the Silver Sword that I already have. I could be wrong. It's way not as good. The benefit is that it's usable by more classes, which is to say I can put it on a thief. And that's it. But yeah, we'll be selling that. Iron Staff, already had one of those, sold it. It doesn't work on mages for some reason. Iron Armor, I don't care. Iron Shield, I care a little. All right. Was that something we needed? Okay. I'm gonna step into town. We're gonna sell really just all of this. I guess it would be really useful if you hadn't, like, if you hadn't been grinding to, like, make sure that you have all the really good equipment at this point. That would be a huge boon. But as it is now, it's kind of just annoying. Like, thanks for all of the equipment that's worse than the equipment that I already had. Alright, that'll do. The one really nice thing about that room is that it eliminated any need that I had to go back into Marsh Cave. The one thing I was thinking that I wanted to go back in there for was... there was a copper bracelet that I thought was going to be important before I just picked up a silver one. And then there was a silver knife that I just got in the Corneria Armory, so... It's basically just money, and I have enough of that that I don't need to go in there to get more. So, good. Good. Yeah, good. Okay. That's a stream. You know, I regret not getting to raid GDQ during SGDQ. So I'm just going to do it now. And I'm going to just hit reset as I power off. Cool. All right, I'm going to go have some lunch, and I'll see all you guys later. Maybe I'll even look up what I'm supposed to do next. Probably not. Good night.